Good evening, everyone. We are tracking ongoing severe weather and this tornado outbreak that is moving through eastern Arkansas and has been here for the last few hours. We have multiple confirmed tornadoes that are on the ground this evening at this time, and want to get right to some of these here. So, here's what we have ongoing right now. We have this massive tornadic storm system complex that's moving through west and north of the Memphis area. We've got tornado warnings for really this whole line of storms that stretches all the way from Blytheville, pretty much down this Interstate 55 corridor. We also have this really significant storm due west of Memphis, which is really concerning. So let's hone in on this one here real quick. This is tornado and baseball size hail here located over Madison, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So this is what we're seeing here. When we look at the velocity on this, we can see this tight couplet here now just on the east side of Madison, and that is going to move right here over the Interstate 44 corridor. So really, if you're on Interstate 44 between Memphis and Madison, be mindful this tornado is ongoing at this time. So this includes Three Forks, Cottonwood Corner, Booker, Browns, Deckerville, West Memphis, Cunningham Corner, Newcastle, Edmondson, Woodstock, St. Clair, Round Pond, Lansing, Village Creek State Park, Julius, Duval, Burnt Cane, Stacy, Redmond Point, and Clark's Corner. Again, this is moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. That warning goes till 8:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And this storm does have confirmed tornado that it has had on it. Moving up here onto the next storm here. Let me turn this lightning off, because that's just honestly a little distracting. Figure that out. All right, we got this storm here west of Lepanto, right here north of 555 Interstate 555 near Mark Tree. This tornado warning here is moving off to the northeast as well at about 55 miles per hour. We also have this tornado warning here, which has radar indicated rotation, which goes for 16 minutes. The big tornado that we saw earlier that moved through the Lake City area, that storm is now here. Let's see if we can find this. Here's Lake City. So that is this storm here, up near the Leachville, east of Leachville area. So that storm has now moved off to the east. This is coming into south of Homerville, Leachville, Mantia, Gosnell. If you're in Gosnell here, west of Interstate 55, this storm is going to be basically coming right into that area. It's just east of Leachville right now. You can see there's the new scan here, seeing the rotation on this right in this area. So still a lot of significant rotation that we're seeing on this storm as well. And this again has had confirmed tornadoes on it here back in Lake City and Monette over here in the Monette area. We had that. We had that confirmed tornado earlier. We also have over here near Mount Carmel, this is up in Indiana, north of Evansville, Indiana, we have these tornadoes ongoing as well. Pretty decent rotation on this radar indicated rotation. And then down here south, we also have this massive west of Morganfield radar indicator rotation. But looking at the velocities on this one definitely looks like it is likely, if it's not on the ground, it's probably about to be. Southwest of Evansville, northwest of Morganfield here. This is in southwest Indiana and western Kentucky on that storm complex. New tornado warning now here for west side of Memphis. This was just issued. Radar indicated rotation. This is near New Homes, 7 miles southwest of Village Creek, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. So we can see here this whole complex. Yeah, this is this area of rotation that we're watching on the southwest side of West Memphis, starting to tighten up a little bit on this particular warning here. And then we have this warning here, now just southwest of Mark Tree, that we're seeing a good bit of rotation on this right in here. Seeing that very strong rotation starting to develop. On this tornado warning, this continues here till 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So if I'm in Mark Tree, I'd be taking those tornado precautions. Again, this is going to go up toward Mark Tree and then up here toward Lepanto, that area. We have this new tornado warning that just has now been issued for that storm we were just talking about. Again, radar indicator rotation. This is going to be near Three Forks, Dimple, Eastview, Deckerville, Evadale, Menasha, Mark Tree, Grider, Hampton Archaeological Museum State Park, Carson Lake, Osceola, Roten, Chilson, Alto, Shippen, Victoria, Delpro, Bassett, Marie, and Wardle, all here in East Arkansas, West Tennessee. So this is going to be crossing the Mississippi River up here. So we can just see, look at this hook here. Yeah, this is likely got one on the ground about to cross south of Tyronza near Mark Tree. So Birdsong, you are right in the path of this at this time of that storm there. This one here west of Memphis is looking really scary. This is basically riding right along Interstate 40 right now. Probably about to cross Interstate 40 and head up here toward Jeanette. So if you're in Jeanette, the northern side of West Memphis, Marion, Crawfordville, even up here toward Jericho, all of these areas need to be taking their tornado precautions at this time, as these deadly tornadoes are moving through here. And now with the sun having set, it is dark, so you're not really going to see these coming, unfortunately. And we've got this whole line of storms stretching all the way back here into southwest Arkansas. We have this tornado warning as well. This one here is emergency management confirmed tornado. This is an observed tornado. This is going to be near Canefield, 9 miles southeast of Stamps, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So this is going to be near Buckner around 7:25 Central, Waldo 7:30. So that's what's going on right now in McNolan Magnolia 735. So yeah, this thing's here about to come right into Waldo, Magnolia, McNoll. So this, if you're in those areas, you need to be seeking your tornado precautions right now, as this is again a emergency manager confirmed tornado that we have here on the ground in southwest Arkansas, east of Texarkana. Here's Texarkana over here. So this is east of Texarkana, moving in to this area. I mean, just an absolutely insane day that we have going on here. All right, let's come back up here to the Memphis area with this storm. Yeah, this is still coming right up 44. It's about to be approaching Jeanette. You're probably about to get hit here in the next 1 to 2 minutes, and then be heading up here toward Crawfordville. All right, we're going to try and get this live stream also started over here on our Facebook page. All right, good evening. If you're just joining us, we are covering this live coverage of these severe tornado outbreak that we have going on here across eastern Arkansas, western Tennessee now, coming into western Tennessee. I'm going to switch this over to radar scope. I think it's just going to be a little bit cleaner for our purposes this evening. I mean, this is just absolutely insane what we have going on here tonight. Let me switch this over here. So this is exactly what we're looking at. Look at these storms here that we have. There we go. So again, this one here is basically, again, coming through, about to come into Jeanette. It's probably just crossed Interstate 40 west of Memphis. Memphis looks okay with this particular tornadic supercell. This one up here, Birdsong, you are literally about to get pounded with this. Yeah, this is basically coming into Birdsong right now. We can see the rotation here. There's your couplet. Let's look at the. I don't even want to look at the correlation coefficient. Yeah, we're definitely seeing some debris with this. May actually be being lofted and carried downstream. But again, the tornado is likely here in the Birdsong area and being carried downstream when we're looking at the correlation coefficient. Oh my goodness, this is really, really bad. They're in Birdsong. And that's going to be heading up here toward Joyner and Bassnet and eventually Wilson here. So if you're in those areas here in eastern Arkansas, western Tennessee. Yeah, this is Arkansas, birdsong. So this is still just west of the Mississippi River. So birdsong, Joyner, Bassnet, Wilson, you've got that going on. Up here further north, we can see here north of Goosenell, still likely rotation going on that. Not quite as tight as it was earlier. I do want to come back down here to these storms here coming into southwest Arkansas because this one is confirmed. Tornado has been confirmed on this by emergency management here near the Waldo area, north of Magnolia and McNeil. Let's see if we're seeing anything on our coefficients. Not a ton, maybe a little bit south of Waldo. Hard to tell with that particular scan there, but definitely, again, this is a observed tornado near Canefield, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. They'll probably be updating this warning here shortly. Again, emergency management confirmed tornado with this particular storm here in southwest Arkansas. So definitely need to be taking those tornado precautions. We do also have the flooding ongoing. This is going to be continuing here for the next few days across much of Arkansas into western Tennessee. So we're dealing with the tornadoes. And then we can see we have multiple flash flood warnings ongoing as well with these training thunderstorms that we have ongoing. All right, let's take a look back here. Seeing some tornado vortex signatures on this one here in Wayne. Excuse me. So, but this is about as bad as it gets here. In coming all into West Tennessee at this time. Let's see if I can pull up our Facebook stream. Okay, there we go. All right, good evening, everyone. We are now simulcasting here on YouTube and also on our Facebook page. We are covering this tornado outbreak that we have ongoing this evening across eastern Arkansas into western Tennessee. We do have current ongoing tornadoes here. We're going to kind of start here from the south and work our way up to the north. So this is the first one I want to talk about. This is an emergency manager confirmed tornado. This is near Waldo and McNeil, Arkansas, just north of Magnolia. This is again emergency manager confirmed. This tornado is moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Again, this is located just now east of Waldo. That tornado moving northeast here at 45. So yeah, we can see it right in here, kind of between Waldo and McNeil there. This is going to be heading up here toward the Stevens area. So if you are living in that area, you need to be seeking your tornado precautions at this time, as this is again a observed tornado that we do know is ongoing here in southwest Arkansas. So this is going to eventually go up toward Stevens and then come up here toward Camden. You're kind of next in line on this warning, Camden and East Camden. So, but Stevens, McNeil, you are pretty much in it right now, north of Magnolia there in Arkansas. So heads up to those areas. That tornado warning continues till the top of the hour, till 8 o'clock Central Time. Let's come up here to our Memphis area. This is where we've had some absolutely insane tornadoes this evening. We have one right now. Look at this right here. This is the one we were talking about earlier. This is now right coming into the west side of Crawfordville. Again, this is a confirmed tornado, I'm sure. Just looking at the velocities on that, that is just unbelievable. Likely doing damage there in and around the Crawfordville area. Whew, that is a monster. Look at that hook. Yeah, so if you're in Crawfordville, Jericho, Clarkdale, all of these areas here need to be seeking shelter. This is in East Tennessee, west of the Mississippi River, just northwest of Memphis, Tennessee at this time. This just moved through Jeanette, now coming into Crawfordville. If you're over here in Parkin or Erie, this is off to your east, southeast, but you still have to keep an eye on this storm off to your west, because that one is also looking to spin up. But this one here is an absolute monster that we have on the ground. And then we still have this one here. This is the one that we saw earlier near Lake City and Monette. This is now near Dice and coming here into Kaiser. This is likely still on the ground. So this will be moving here toward Kaiser and Victoria here in East Arkansas. Here is basically the state line right in through here. So this is going to be crossing here into western Tennessee here shortly, but pretty much anywhere in eastern Arkansas, we've got multiple confirmed tornadoes that we have ongoing. We also have this one up here as well that we're keeping an eye on. This is here in Holland and Steele and just north of Cooter. This is going to be coming up here toward Caruthersville and eventually up here toward Ridgely as well. So definitely a dangerous situation ongoing here. This one does have radar indicator rotation tag on it, but we've got 3 really big storms here in eastern Arkansas that we're keeping an eye on. This one here now going through the north side of Crawfordville. Wow, yeah, that's just unbelievable. Yeah, just north of Crawfordville. There, let's look at the correlation coefficient. Yeah, it's got to be doing some damage. Probably just on the north side. It's a little bit messy there, but whew. Yeah, thankfully, Memphis, you are doing okay for now, but northwest of you. So Crawfordville again, Clarkdale, Jericho, even south of Turtle, all of you need to be taking your tornado precautions at this time as this continues to move up. So that's basically heading right up the Interstate 55 corridor. This is Interstate 55. So this is going to cross Interstate 55 here somewhere near the Clarksdale and Jericho area. So again, be seeking those tornado precautions at this time. All right, let's come up here north as well, because we have, again, these tornado warnings here west of Paducah. In this line, we also have these ongoing. So we have tornado warnings near East Prairie, Wickliffe, Barrowell, Wyatt, Wilson City, Charleston. All of these areas are under these tornado warnings. Again, currently just radar indicator rotation. But these are flying. This is moving northeast at 70 miles per hour. You heard that correctly, yeah. That is moving at 70 miles per hour. We also have this tornado warning near Minor. That's moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Moving north up the line, we're looking at some more. This is looking really interesting here near Creel Springs. I believe this is in Indiana. I think that's just here in, this is an observed tornado. Yes, tornadic thunderstorm remains in effect for northwestern Johnson and southeastern Williamson counties. Confirmed tornado located over Lake of Egypt area, 10 miles north of Vienna, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. Again, this is here in the Lake Egypt area and Creel Springs area. It's moving through right now. It also will be crossing Interstate 24 there in Illinois between mile marker 1 and 7 and Interstate 57 between mile marker 40 and 49. So this is an absolutely dangerous storm. Oh yeah, right in here in Creel Springs, New Burnside, Stone Fort, Carrier Mills. This is all heading up toward your area, eventually up here toward Harrisburg. So these areas here need to be taking your tornado precautions as well at this time. All right, moving on up the line, we have more storms here in the Evansville area. Let's come to the Evansville radar. I mean, this is just unreal. 39 warnings right now. All right, so yeah, we have another tornado here. This is radar indicated, but it is looking really intense here on velocity, so would not be surprised if we're potentially starting to see something developing with this. This is east of Mount Vernon. Yeah, TVS tag just got put on it. So this is going to likely go near or just north of Evansville, Indiana. This is due west of you, just east of Mount Vernon. This is going to go somewhere between Evansville, Highland, Darmstadt, Armstrong, all these areas here, Melody Hill. Need to be taking your tornado precautions here in Indiana. Wow, this is just the amount of tornado warnings that we have ongoing right now is just unbelievable. All right, and then we have this tornado warning that goes for another 36 minutes. This is near Parkersburg, West Salem, Fairfield. This is moving east. This is one of those QLCS line-embedded tornadoes likely. Yeah, kind of right in here near the Mount Carmel area, Allendale. That's kind of where we're seeing some of the strongest rotation here between Mount Carmel and Allendale. This will eventually head up here toward St. Francisville. Oh, wow, I'm already losing my voice. Okay, let's come back down here. We got a new tornado warning here in southwest Arkansas. This is the storm that it's still confirmed, definitely looks like it. This is now just west of Stevens. So this new tornado warning that they just issued goes till 8:30 p.m. Again, this has been a confirmed tornado. They just put a radar indicated tag on this. This is for west central Calhoun County and Ouachita County. They're in southwest Arkansas. This is near McNeil. This storm is moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. So yeah, this is going to be coming up here near the Stevens area here in the next few minutes. And then eventually up here toward Camden and East Camden. So definitely keeping an eye on that. Again, this particular tornadic storm did have an observed tornado on it earlier this evening. Let me check in. Yeah, seriously, Dan, what a day. What a day. I mean, I have never seen so many tornado warnings that it literally takes me 15 minutes to go through all of them before I get back to getting to go through them a second time. And trying to hone in, figuring out which ones have active tornadoes and all of those things. So we've got a couple though. We've got that one that's had a confirmed tornado on it. We've got this one here near Evansville that I want to come back up to. This one here also was confirmed earlier as well. Still looking really pretty good on the velocities and the reflectivity. Starting losing a little bit of the curvature there. Yeah, I literally just got online here.
We're back here.
About
Sorry,
8 o'clock.
Take a little,
That's our.
to see if everything okay with Skippy, and Skippy's our. Alright, so we're now. You guys update on what tornado warnings we have for right now. We have a tornado warning for
Yeah.
Hamilton, Pope, Johnson, Williamson, Saline, and Arkansas in Illinois. We have tornado-producing storms that are located along the line, so from Marion to.
So, I mean, this is just insane. So we've got that QLCS tornado. We even have a tornado warning here. This is on this line west of Indianapolis. So heads up, Indianapolis, you're likely about to be seeing some very damaging straight line winds. Still seeing a little bit of rotation on this here, right in that area where we have that notch, kind of west of Brownsburg. So heads up, could easily have a quick spin-up tornado on this particular area of this storm. I'm surprised that they haven't issued another tornado warning on that. But again, this is going to be coming here into North Salem, Jamestown, Litzen, Whitestown, all of these areas. And then we're going to have some serious straight line winds here on the west side of Indianapolis that's coming in. I mean, you can just see all these warnings here literally just lined up from southwest Arkansas all the way up here into, really all the way up here into southern Michigan now, west of Detroit, even getting in on some of this activity here. This is just a barrage of severe weather, and I think the Storm Prediction Center definitely called this event right with the high risk that we have in place. Let's come back down here real quick. I do want to look at this one here a little bit closer. I want to take a look here at our correlation coefficient. Seeing a little bit, and again, this is something that we're going to have to be keeping our eye on as well here. This is kind of west-northwest of Evansville, Indiana. It's definitely doing something there. Still just a radar indicated tag. I don't know if there's any storm chasers out there, but that is definitely one to watch for sure. And then we have these ones down here. Let me switch radar sites to Paducah because this is going to be coming into the Paducah area. Again, these ones here are more QLCS based. We can see here we've got like this little notch right here. Another little kink here just west of Cairo. Anywhere that you really have anywhere in this line that you get these little notches, you can have those tornadoes kind of develop anywhere within that line. So that's what some of these warnings here are currently issued for. Just seeing the radar indicator rotation. And then we also have this tornado warning down here. This is northwest of Dyersburg, Tennessee. So this is now crossing the Mississippi River from Arkansas into northwest Tennessee. So this is just moved through Coder. This is south of Caruthersville. So Dyersburg, north side or west side of, really more the west side of Dyersburg, heads up if you live there. Seeing some pretty decent rotation here in this area, and that's going to be headed toward the Dyersburg area. Also seeing some rotation right here west of Caruthersville as well. So a couple different areas of rotation on that storm. Let's switch over here to Memphis radar. Come back down here. Let's see if we can get a better look at this Dyersburg storm real quick. Yeah, so we've definitely have rotation here for sure. One area of rotation there. A lot of broad rotation in here. Really here near Collins, Steel, Cooler. maybe a more localized area here near just north of Blytheville. Is kind of my thinking on that. Dan, I'm not sure if you're able to hop in on the Discord, but would be glad to have you kind of sharing your thoughts with us on some of these storms, kind of what you're seeing on radar and stuff like that. I mean, this has been an absolutely insane day thus far. But, wow. Look at this down here. I mean, this whole line. This is, wow, look at that. Just southwest of Joyner, man. If you're in Joyner, Bassett, Wilson, you need to be taking your tornado precautions right now with this. This storm here is just going off. Well, it'll probably stay south of you guys. It's about basically crossing the river right now. Just gonna miss the radar site. There's a radar site right there. It looks like it's just gonna miss it. Phew, that's a intense couplet right there. Storm relatives. Yeah. Is this still just radar indicator rotation? Near Jericho, 7 miles west of Meeman Shelby Forest State Park. This is moving east at 55. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some debris right in here kind of on that. I mean, definitely looks like it could be something. Let me go back to the velocities. Yeah, I mean, I think that there's that one. I'm pretty sure is probably on the ground there. Again, they've got the radar indicated tag on it, but looking at this whole complex here and the couplet, that is just basically, there's a little bit of a gap between it, but there's definitely severely intense rotation there. This is west of Millington. This is now basically almost due north of Memphis is where this particular storm is. Let's come back to the reflectivity. You can see it, yeah. It's probably cycling, in all honesty. It may not have a tornado on the ground at this very moment, but it's likely could produce a tornado at any moment on that one. We also have this line. This whole line's producing probably, 60, 70 mile per hour winds coming out of it. Let's kind of look at this one up here near Ulm. New tornado warning, looks like.
I'm on here now, Joey.
Hey, Dan. Great to have you with us. I mean, this is insane, dude.
Yeah, on the Discord side, are you able to broadcast or share?
Yes, I can. Most certainly.
Okay.
Give me just a second. If you want to share your screen, let me know when you're ready, and we can do that. But they can't hear you.
Oh, you want me to share my screen, or you want to do yours?
I can do mine. Whatever. I'm just saying, if you have something that you want to share, just let me know, and I can flip it over.
Okay, I can do that. I'm just getting fired up here now.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, this one here is this one I think might track closer to Memphis. That one here north of Memphis that's cycling a little bit just went west. Hey Rob, welcome. Glad to have you on here, buddy. This is absolutely insane. So we're broadcasting, just so you guys know, we're broadcasting on Facebook and YouTube right now. I'm looking at this storm here, kind of east of Little Rock. This is near Ulm, coming up here toward Rowe and Clarendon, Arkansas. Really, really strong couplet on this. Let me do this for you guys. I'm going to share my screen so you know what I am. Broadcasting.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Thank you, sir.
Yes. So yeah, this basically just went through Ulm, coming up here toward Rowe, Holly Grove, and Clarendon. You guys are under the gun. This thing, I can't believe they don't have this confirmed. He's still saying radar inaccurate. But look at the velocity on it. Look at the velocity. I mean, it's probably rain wrapped, most likely.
This prairie.
And then we have this massive one down here. Yeah, look at this guy here coming into. This is one I was talking about earlier that did have a confirmed tornado on it. This is coming into the Camden, Arkansas area. Let's look at the velocities on this. Oh yeah, right here. This is basically just east of Stevens. Just east of Stevens. So Camden, East Camden, and between here, Lauren, kind of, it might pass just south of Camden. Looking at the velocities, let me look at this. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close to Camden and East Camden. The hail on these storms, this one's got a massive, looks like it's got a pretty intense hail core too, kind of developed. Yeah, just north of Stevens there. I mean, I'm just seeing this intense DBZ on it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the one that you were just mentioning here earlier. Let's see, where's that one?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey there, bud. Just east of Little Rock. Got it side by side here.
Yeah,
really good velocity on that one.
Hey, Dan, question for you, sir.
Yes, sir.
There's a couple tour warnings up your way. Do you guys get anything from it?
No, so far pretty quiet here. The one that you were messaging me before, like an hour ago or so, that was two counties to my west, moving northeast, so that moved away.
Oh, gotcha.
I guess there was a reported funnel I made about a quarter of its way down, which prompted that warning.
Copy that.
Yeah, that couplet you're looking at there, Dan, that is that's tight, man. I'm still kind of surprised they
Bring
haven't.
up the quad box here. Pretty
I
good
mean,
hill
if
with
it's
that
anything, it's
too.
probably rain wrapped. There's a little bit of a drop in the CC there,
Yeah, I see that.
kind of northwest of what is that, Holly
bit.
Grove? That's kind of indicative, yeah, right in that area.
All kinds of warnings and boxes here.
I know it's
Oh
really
yeah,
something
it's
else.
there's a lot of them.
Let me flip our Facebook stream over to Discord.
Really, all TORRs are off the board on my end.
Yeah.
We have
Put up some of these lines here. There we
11
go.
tornado warnings. Oh, sorry, never mind. No, they're not. My radar just updated. We have TORR, 2 TORRs in Illinois. We have 12 tornado warnings and 16 severe thunderstorm warnings. Has anybody heard of any flash flood emergencies yet today or not yet?
Emergencies, not that I've heard of. I know there's a good number of flash flood warnings out there right now, but I haven't heard of any flash flood emergencies yet.
And
We
they
did have a
just
tornado
extended the
emergency. I know that.
They just extended the tornado warning that's just north of Evansville. That one just popped up as you guys were talking. That one's still radar indicated. 1.25 inch hail on it though.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yep. Let's flip back over here. Yeah, that one looks really still really impressive. It hasn't quite gotten absorbed by that line yet. It's probably about to, but it still is semi-discrete, which is I think why it's hanging in there so well.
Hey Joe, this is Steven. I went on and jumped on with y'all.
Hey, good evening, Steven. Great to have you on here as
Good
well.
evening.
Good evening,
Yeah,
sir.
this is great, guys. Getting to have the full team on here as we're breaking down the analysis on these storms. We're looking at the tornado warning here near Evansville. I think it's just north of Evansville, Indiana. Right? Correct, Dan? Is that the one you're looking at there?
Yes.
Okay. Let me flip this back. There we go. All right, Dan, you're live. Your video's live.
All right. So
Wow.
yeah, it's also really close to the radar site too. I wouldn't say it's very strong radar compass, but you can definitely see it there. You have a little bit of that hook action going right there. You can see.
Yeah,
So
did you
darn
guys
staff
see
in
that
that area there.
anticyclonic tornado that we had earlier?
The which one?
There was an anticyclonic tornado earlier this evening.
Oh, no, I did not see that. I just got kind of online here maybe 10 minutes
Yeah.
ago.
Let me see if I can find it. It was posted.
Where was the anticyclonic one at, Joe?
Somewhere in Arkansas. I can't remember which one it was though. Man, I should have saved it. Yeah, that one in Lake City though is absolutely insane. There's that one in Bay. Wasn't the Bay one? I'll have to look it up. But yeah, we had one anticyclonic one. This one here almost looks like it is. The velocities on it look interesting. This
Let's
Evansville
flip
one.
over to one of our observed ones here. See what we can pick up with that. Oh, not much on velocity here though.
It's right there.
That one's set to expire in the next minute.
What do we got down here?
Oh no, they extended that one out. So another 15 minutes on that one. But now it says radar indicated. Hard to tell if they're talking about two different areas of rotation or just the one. I'm guessing the one. It probably went from observed to now radar indicated only. It's my guess anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but that's what I'm getting from it. And then the other one was this one.
So many.
Just northwest of Indianapolis here.
Yeah, that one was looking really interesting.
That one looked a bit
notch,
better.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Yeah, confirmed tornado over Brownsburg. This was at 9:12 EDT.
So yeah, that was
So
3
yeah,
minutes
just
ago.
a few minutes ago.
Yep. Oh boy, here comes
I
another
would go
one.
along with that. Hard to tell.
That one north of Memphis
You
is
think-
now getting absorbed into the line that had that would be
Yeah, that's
tracking.
kind of what I'm seeing as well here.
You think that on CC is something there, or is that just part of the
Um,
feed?
I think that's just part of it.
Maybe.
It's hard to tell.
I don't know. It
It
is
is
hard to tell.
tell.
What storm are you guys on? I'm sorry, I'm kind of catching
The one
up here.
north of Evansville, west of Indianapolis, right,
Evansville.
Dan?
Gotcha. Okay, I see it now.
Yes. Brownsburg area here.
Let me
Um,
look at just-
Yeah, copy that.
just north of Speedway.
I think that there actually might be something here. Let me go to just the CC, Dan, on that. It's a little bit easier to see when you have full screen.
Yeah, I see what you guys are talking about now.
Yeah, right there. Yep, see that dark blue dot?
Yep.
Draw a circle around that and then switch it back over to your velocity. Yeah.
Yep.
So
That's it.
likely that's the debris from that. Not a ton, but it matches up pretty much. That scan that just updated, so the CC will probably update here shortly. It's kind of funny. As soon as you switch it back, it looks like it just updated. So keep an eye on that area. That's is that interstate? What interstate is that that's rolling through there that it's about to cross?
Just south of I-74.
74.
Yeah.
Joe, is that the storm north of Evansville, you said?
No, that's the one north of Indianapolis.
Okay. I got you now.
Yeah.
That's basically right in Brownsburg. I mean, that's a highly populated area. Highly populated area, yeah. So this, how is that not? Okay, radar confirmed tornado. They don't have any sort of ground?
You think that one might go
It's
20?
observed. I'm surprised that's not like a tornado emergency given the highly populated
Yeah.
area that it's going through.
It is. And
Or
that little
Browns-
town there called Speedway, there's a pretty famous racetrack there too.
Yep. Yep, Indy.
Yep,
Yeah. It's going just north of the speedway though.
it is.
It's not even labeled as a PDS on there.
Yeah, that's what
The
I was
warning.
noticing.
Yep. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, that's intense right there.
Be advised, we have a new tornado watch for Ohio, Indiana, and Northern Kentucky.
Oof. Yeah, so that just went through Brownsburg. This is going to be probably heading up toward, if I had to guess, Williams Creek and Meridian Hills. It's moving, it almost seems like it's moving more east than northeast when I play it back. It has a little bit more of a eastern push than northeastern push. It is moving northeast, but yeah, not a ton north. This is terrible for Indianapolis area. It just missed the radar site. Like, look how close to the radar that it went. Yeah. Brownsburg, I'm sure, has got some damage.
$70-mile-per-hour wind gust reported, just behind that.
Oh, on that line.
Yeah, on that storm.
Oh, look at that new severe thunderstorm warning that they put out for that same line. For 80-mile-per-hour winds and destructive thunderstorm damage threat, destructive, and the tornado possible tag. Rolling right through Indianapolis. And tornado just on the north side. What's going on with this Evansville one? It's trying to reorganize a little bit, it looks like. Maybe.
Let's go back to Evansville here then.
Actually, it seems like it's like split a little bit. Velocities are. Yeah. Still have that tornado warning on it, but. Turn this off. I think on a massive hail core that went through Hubstat. $50 size hail. On that. Paducah radar might take this direct hit. Look at this, Dan. On that. I think that little area of rotation is going to basically go right over Paducah. Hopefully the radar doesn't go down. That would be a bad radar to lose today.
I'm just pulling it up yours there so I can take a look.
They also just put a...
Yeah, I see that. That's gonna go right over it.
Yeah.
Yep,
Just put
looks
a new
like it.
tornado warning out on that storm as well a few minutes ago. Radar indicator rotation, but yeah. It's going right over Paducah, Metropolis, West Paducah, Lone Oak, Brookport, Barkley Regional Airport, and Rideland. Includes Interstate 24. Man. Paducah under the gun with this guy.
Think,
Alright,
you
we're gonna
think
switch
about
to
it, I mean,
radar. I'm gonna
this-
come over here
this
to
whole
KXPX, see if I can see it any better. What were we saying, Rob?
I was saying this. The reason why the flooding threat is so, prominent is because this cold front is slowly coming down to the east. It's kind of like stalled in a way, and that's why we're getting these rounds of convection that are bringing more and more rain and back building.
Yeah, exactly. And why we're getting multiple days, if you notice, of this severe weather threat right over Arkansas. Pretty much the next 4
Yep.
days, three or four,
Exactly.
well, today and the next 3 days, there is some level of severe risk for much of Arkansas. And multiple days of enhanced. Yeah, this storm here is basically literally going to go right over the radar here. Look at this.
Wow.
The one in Paducah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't get much closer to it than this right here. You know? The radar is right there.
So if it takes out the radar site, would that be considered radar confirmed?
I would say so. I would definitely say that would be a radar confirmed tornado. Oh, goodness,
Good
man.
old Dan.
Whew. A lot of range folding going on in that radar there.
Yeah. Definitely.
A little bit of rotation here on this tornado warned storm southwest of Hardin. That goes till 9 o'clock central. So this is all there in western Kentucky. So yeah, western Kentucky's starting to
I think we
get
have
in
a
on
new
the action.
I think we have a new confirmed tornado on the board there, Joey.
Where is it at?
I believe north of Indianapolis, it continued.
Oh yeah, they did. I see
walked
that.
it.
Yep. Let's come back up here. Oh yeah.
Yep. Just thought I'd let you.
Yeah, it's just north here. Yeah, it's just west of Meridian Hills and Williams Creek. Likely right in this area. look at the correlation coefficient. Not seeing a ton on the CC right now. That's tough. Or is it? Oh, I'm so confused. Look, let's clear that off. Well, actually, looking at this, you would think it would be kind of right in here, in that little notch. But it might have kind of gotten rain wrapped a little bit. Well, there's almost two little areas. Yeah, there's kind of that area and this area. So we might have a little double trouble here. How we have almost like a circulation here, and then we have another little circulation kind of back here. So this new tornado warning, yeah, they've got that observed tag. That goes till 9:45 Central Time there for northwestern Hancock, northern Marion, southeastern Boone, and Hamilton County, all there in Indiana. So this is near Zineville, 9 miles northwest of Indianapolis, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. Wow, that thing is hauling.
That's cooking.
Yeah, that I'm kind of curious. I want to look up something with that line that just went through Indianapolis. 80-mile-per-hour winds. There's got to be some power outages with it.
Yeah, so I'm showing on my screen here now. I put a distance tracker from just right from downtown Indianapolis, and it's going to be about 11 to 12 miles north of there. Grand scheme of things, it's really not that far away, and you figure a lot of those surrounding areas are going to be pretty populous here too. I agree with Rob. I'm kind of surprised they did put a PDS on that one, considering how populated the area is.
Yeah, it's kind of like Atlanta. You know, I live, 25 miles east of Atlanta, or 15 miles east of Atlanta, but it's still super highly populated out here,
Yeah.
Same thing with Indianapolis. I mean, I've been there. It's, all the suburbs and everything like that. That's kind of crazy that they didn't put something on that.
Well, we have a few tornado warnings that are set to expire here within a minute. Aside from those, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah, a lot of them
8.
expiring here in a minute.
Yeah. Kentucky, all the way from Indiana, all the way down to Arkansas.
There are 6 about to expire and 8 still active. 2 of them there.
Tornado watches still for the next 6 hours for some areas, all the way through mid-Ohio, almost Cleveland. Wow.
Yeah.
They're going to expect this to continue here for a while. And really, I don't know, I could bring up the Outlook section, but that seems to be, to me, from what I remember, what they had before, a bit further east than what I think they originally forecasted. I'm wondering if they thought it was going to start to fall apart as we got further into the night, but they're just hanging on strong here.
Yeah, Dan, I have the outlook up right now. It's moving further east than what they originally predicted. The moderate and the
Okay.
high. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense then. Okay. Yeah, in Columbus too. In fact, that watch does include Columbus. So.
Yeah, there's a new mesoscale discussion that they put out for much of Indiana. Tornado and damaging wind risk spreading east-northeastward in central Indiana in tornado watch number 99. Latest radar data shows an intense Boeing line segment with embedded supercell structure tracking northeast at about 60 knots with moist and unstable inflow for this system, mid 60 dew points, and 60 to 70 knots of 0 to 6 kilometer shear. This intense convection will continue to pose a risk of severe wind gusts upwards of 80 miles per hour and embedded tornadoes. Isolated cells developing ahead of the main line will also pose a risk for tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds. So, and then they say farther south, we're seeing semi-discrete supercell clusters tracking east-northeastward within a very favorable environment. 350 to 400 effective SRH values and about 1,500 joules of mixed layer CAPE, which will also pose a risk of tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds. So Indiana really starting to pick up in activity. Most probable peak intensity tornado 120 to 150 mile per hour, winds of 65 to 80, and hail 1.5 to 2.5 inches.
As you were reading that description there, it looks like our tornado warning north for the, I'll call it the Indianapolis one, even though it's further north than that. For the Indy one here, the last couple scans on velocity seems like they're falling apart here a little bit.
Yeah, I
Kind of
see
love
that.
that action here now.
Yeah. Might have gotten absorbed by
Even
that.
on reflectivity, that
Line a
that
little
foot signature kind of fell off here, but doesn't have that nice indentation that you're looking for along the line that you typically pick up with these embedded tornadoes like this.
Yeah, if there's anything, it's probably maybe here near Fishers. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's where I would that's where I would guess if there's something. It's around that Fishers area. There's a little bit of a CC drop around there too. Okay, so the tornado warning there for northwestern Hancock and southeastern Boone counties is canceled as that's, so they trimmed that warning. But the warning there for northeastern Marion and Hamilton counties still in effect for another 12 minutes till 9:45 Central. Confirmed tornado located over Carmel, 11 miles north of Indianapolis, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. Okay, so it's right in here, right, probably just east of Carmel. I'll flip back over here, so it's, I think it's right in this area now. If there's a tornado, probably just on the east side of Carmel.
Oh yeah, go back to mine here now. It's on CC again.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. Yeah, so that's where the tornado is. So it's still likely on the ground, on the east side of Carmel. That's going to pass just north of Fishers. And maybe head up close to Noblesville. So if you're in the Noblesville suburb of Indianapolis, you need to be in your tornado precautions. Westfield, you should be fine. You're under that warning, but you should be fine. It's east of you already. Fishers, somewhere between Fishers and Noble, it's likely where it's going to come into, and then eventually go over toward Lapel. So that's kind of where that storm is tracking off as we go through the evening. Let's see here. So thus far, as reports, we're up to 11 tornado reports. 82 wind reports, and like 174, 174 hail reports today.
Tennessee decided to get on in the action. They got a tornado warning here for Weak Leak, Dyer, Gibson, Obion County, Henry County.
West Tennessee.
Still
We got that
9:15,
other
this is-
storm coming up toward Memphis again too that I want to keep a close eye on. Because that one I think is going to track a little bit closer to actual downtown Memphis. This one down here. Let me do that. This one down here near Haines, Arkansas. That's interesting. Oh, look, yeah, look at this one up here that you were talking about, Dan. That's looking pretty good.
Which one are you on?
The northern Tennessee one, the one near Dresden. Yeah, that guy there. Dresden and Martin. That's where University of Tennessee Martin is right in the path of this. Yeah, it's probably just east of Trimble.
I must be looking at a different one here.
It's the northern one there. It's northwest
Tennessee.
Tennessee, extreme northwest Tennessee. That guy, yep.
Oh, I was too far south. Okay.
Hey Joe, did you see on near Memphis on the west how it's kind of bowing out like that?
Yeah, I was just
I was
talking
just
about that
looking
a
at
minute
that.
ago.
Yeah. I was literally just looking at that. That is, yeah, I saw. Do we have TORR still for North Indiana? Yeah, we do. Okay.
Yeah, for that Indianapolis storm. Now,
Indianapolis, yeah, not Indiana.
let's kind of come back. Let me come back on that. Keep an eye on that storm there, Dan, and those Tennessee storms. Let me know if you see anything. I'm going to come back here to this Indianapolis storm.
Tennessee
real
is
Yeah,
quick.
I just went further south by Memphis here.
Yep. Tennessee's getting their round now.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this
That
one
stuff that was in
still. This one might have.
You know it's
weakened a
windy
little
right
bit.
now in Memphis.
Oh yeah, this one
Yeah,
that
I
was
guess
near
that was-
Carmel definitely looks like it's weakened a little bit. Still slight
Yeah, I
CC
saw
drop
that.
south of Noblesville, but definitely weaker from what it was when it passed just on the south side there of Carmel. Yeah, so that one's kind of weakening, which is good. All right, Dan, I'm coming back to you, buddy.
I scrolled a little bit further down, a little bit further south. This one is in Arkansas here yet, southeast of Little Rock. Just first starting to approach the Mississippi border here, because we kind of have two that are somewhat close to each other here. This one here's got a TVS marker on it. This one is just west of Elmira. We're coming into Elmira now. Let's see if we get a side-by-side up here. Oh yeah, there's some good velocity there with that one. Just south of Elmira. And so this tornado warning until 9:15 CDT. Looks like that one's radar indicated. And then further north, we have another one. This one's by Aubrey. And they're on velocity here too. We can pick that up a little bit. That looks pretty good. Let's see, we'll pull up the details on this one. Maybe.
Whew.
Doesn't want to pull up on this one. Okay, guess maybe we won't. That one's not pulling up. Not too sure why. Oh, because I was flipping radar sites. Yeah, this one was posted at 8:13. This one goes until 9 o'clock, so that one still has another 20 minutes to go. So both of those are in eastern Arkansas. This further one north here that I'm looking at now, if it holds together, will start to approach the Memphis area. Although I think by the time it gets that far east, it should be north of Memphis.
It's gonna come close.
Yeah, but both of those are radar indicated only right now. And then if we go back further towards south of Little Rock, we got another tornado warning down here. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, that one too is still holding on to a small couplet, but it's there. So that's going to be heading into Bairden here pretty soon. We'll pull up the info on this one. 1 3/4 hail inch marker accompanied with that one as well. This one they posted at 8:36. This one goes until 9:15. So still got a solid half hour with that one, a little more. So yeah, again, all these moving northeast.
Yeah, there's
Still holding on to a meso marker on that one. Velocity not real tight, but it's there. You can definitely see a little bit of a couplet there. Weak, but there.
yeah, this one over here kind of that second Memphis one, the second one back, kind of near Morrow and Aubrey, I think is the one that I'm keeping a little bit closer on because it just looks a little bit more interesting.
Morrow and Aubrey.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, that one looks a little bit better to me.
I
That-
haven't
that-
found that one yet. I don't know which one that one is. TVS marker back now on this one. Which one's the Aubrey one?
It's the one southwest of Memphis. That there's those two warnings. The southern one near Aubrey, Mariana. That long skinny warning. Yeah, right there where you're at. Yep, right
Okay.
there where your mouse is. Kind of west. Yeah, that's kind of Aubrey right there. See it?
Oh, I didn't zoom in close enough. Okay,
Yeah.
Aubrey must be a smaller
Yeah,
town.
it's just
So,
gonna
yep,
pass
now I
just
got you
north
here
of
now.
Aubrey.
Yeah. Yeah. Morrow, of course, it just passed
Yeah,
me
it
through
just
there
went
now.
through Morrow. Probably come
let's see if we
close or just north of Mariana, somewhere between Mariana and Hayes, and then eventually go up toward Hughes. We got 3 more tornado warnings about to drop off the board here in a minute at 8:45 Central. We've got the one for Lauderdale, Mississippi, and Tipton counties there in Arkansas and Tennessee. Gallatin, Hardin, Pope, and Saline in Illinois is about to drop off, and Hamilton and Marion here in Indiana. 1 3/4. Got a couple of these with some pretty big hail on them too. 1 3/4 hail. I'm scrolling through these warnings. They've still got. Did they put a new warning out for this one? They did.
So the at 8:40, they still have the observed.
Yeah, I was just
tornado.
noticing that one there in Illinois and Kentucky.
Yeah, confirmed tornado was located over Reedland, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. That is freeway speed. Damaging tornado. Weather spotters confirmed. Looking at Calvert City and Ledbetter around 8:45. Eddyville 8:55. Cresswell and Marion around 9:05. Farmsville at 9:10.
There's also
So that is
another
all in
one
the
too.
mail.
I don't know. Oh yeah, that bottom one. Did you get that bottom one, Dan? On your little scroll bar there, the very bottom tornado
Yeah.
warning.
The very bottom one was the one that I was
Okay.
just listing off. Yeah. But I
Yeah.
did click on the other one. So this
Yeah.
one is going to be our
Indianapolis
Indy
one.
storm. Yeah. So let's pull up the details on that one. That one I think we had covered already. Yeah, 938 was the last update on that. Tornado producing storm located in Noblesville, 13 miles west of Anderson. And I just saw another one
Yeah, they
pop up
just issued a new one there.
north of that. That
Yeah.
one's going to be radar indicated. Tornado warning until 10 o'clock p.m. We're looking at Madison County, Hamilton, and Tipton County. Radar indicated. But again, all of these moving fast. This one's at 55, which is, believe it or not, the slower of the two. So these are coming fast.
Yeah. So we're currently at 14 tornado warnings and 13 severe thunderstorm warnings. So, what a day. And it's not over.
We are far from done.
Looks like they issued, is that a new tornado warning that they issued down here south, even further southwest of Memphis? This one down here? Or when was that issued?
Did Rob fall off again?
Yeah, I don't see him in here.
Oh.
Yeah, there's that new, down southwest of Memphis, they issued a new tornado warning as well down here near Almira, 13 miles southeast of Stuttgart. It's moving east at 45 miles per hour. It just has radar indicator rotation tag on it, but that is that very far, almost like the south end of the line before it breaks up, before that one back near Thornton, in these areas.
Oh, he did say be right back. I just missed that.
This guy's massive hail producer too, I'm sure. What's the hail? 1 3/4 inch hail on this storm down here, north of Thornton, there in Arkansas.
Yeah, so what, to recap, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different tornado watches right now, if I'm looking at that right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have this one up in Indiana. That one's good for another hour. The TDS tornado watch is still good for another 3 hours. Arkansas, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Mississippi, and Missouri, and
That's that
Tennessee.
big one there in the center there.
That's going to be that long, yeah.
That's where the high
And
risk is.
then, oh yeah. And then another one beside it, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas. Okay, so that's the southernmost one. And then Indiana and Kentucky, that's one of the two that they expanded further east that are the, that Stephen had mentioned. Along with then this last one is going to be the Ohio one. That's the longest one, or the latest duration. That's
Yeah, that
another
goes to
6
what, like
hours.
4 a.m. or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not staying up till 4 a.m. I have to be at work in the morning. But I'll be up here for a little bit.
Yeah, and I saw
All
where
right.
one of those was issued like at 2:30 this afternoon, and it goes until that late.
Yeah, that's incredible. Well, Joey, since you have to work tomorrow, then I mean, 3 a.m. would probably be late enough.
Okay, yeah, I think 3 a.m. I was thinking 2 a.m., but I'll go to 3. I'll make it to 3. I did take like a 2-hour nap earlier because I knew I was gonna be up late, so I just like when I got home I just crashed.
Get a
So-
pot of coffee going, you'll be good.
Yeah, I actually might get some coffee. I was drinking some stuff earlier, some tea here, so got a little caffeine. But the coffee might be necessary for tonight. Might be one of those nights here.
It may be. Let's see what we got working up here now.
All right, Memphis is basically about to get pounded with this.
Yeah,
line of
let's come back
storms.
to Memphis area here. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I was thinking they're going to extend those warnings into Memphis. It looks like.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that they haven't already. But I think that one, I don't know. Let's look at the velocities on it. Oh. I don't know what radar to use. I don't want to use Memphis's. I'm actually going to try and use over here near Tupelo. See if I can see it.
I was using KNQA for that
Yeah,
one.
it's just so close.
It is, but it's still in front of the line. And
Yeah.
I like looking into it rather than trying to get through the backside of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So now we got some hail markers starting to pop up here in Memphis. None of these storms are severe warned here yet. See if we can pop that up 1/2 inch hail core on that one. So that'll be moving pretty much right through Memphis itself. And that's all going to be ahead of this main line here that's containing those tornado warnings out to the west behind it yet. And what's interesting with that is that it is going to be moving still in that general direction off to the northeast at a pretty good rate. But like I said before, I do believe that at least for this northern storm here, this northern tornado warning storm, by the time it gets that far east, it will probably be north of Memphis, but it can change direction, so who knows.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very close to the downtown Memphis area.
Yeah.
And Joe, that storm down there near Thornton, going toward Pine Bluff, the velocity looks like it's getting pretty intense. Like there's even like a little black dot in the center.
Thornton, is this that far southern one there in south central Arkansas you're talking about?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I see exactly what you're talking about there. Let me switch over here. Yeah, there's that
While you
black
switch
dot
over-
that you're seeing.
That tornado warning that's closest to Memphis, now it's still west of Memphis, but the one that's closest to it, I can see that one is set to expire in 5 minutes. It was radar indicated. So usually around now, if they feel good about extending it, they're normally going to do it anytime. They don't, probably won't. But it hasn't been SVR'd out in front of it yet. So we'll see what happens here in a minute or two. Not looking very good on velocity. I don't really see anything standing out here with that one.
Stop this real quick. Got a couple different drops here in this particular one you're talking about, Steven, that we're seeing in the
Yeah.
velocity. It's almost like it's so strong can't even really pick it up. I want to highlight that area. South of Thornton. Let's go back to, yeah. And then let's come to, not seeing a ton on the correlation coefficient. That's jumping out at me saying confirmed tornado on the ground. But look
No,
at this
it was-
here. This is the differential phase, which is definitely,
Oh yeah, that is.
see that? So sometimes this is why you can't always use correlation coefficient, Because sometimes not able to pick it up, but we can see it on the differential phase here that there likely is a tornado on the ground with this.
Yeah. Yeah, that velocity just caught my eye when I saw that. So
Where was my differential phase? Here we go. Yeah, that's just so crazy. Yep, right in there. Does this have a tornado observed tag on it? No, it's still just radar indicated. Tornado golf ball size hail. Got some golf ball size hail with it.
And which one is that one that you're looking at?
This is that far southern Arkansas one, the one all the way. Yeah, that one that you're looking at. Yeah. Flip it back over to your screen, Dan.
Okay.
I mean, look at this here. When I've used it using the inspector tool, 116 mile per hour on that, and negative 73. So I mean, we're talking almost 200 gate to gate. You know.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
78.
I got 114.1.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I don't know how that's not radar confirmed, at least on that. It's right in that little notch there. Wow. Yeah, so that's going to stay just south of Fordyce. It's probably going to come up here toward Fordyce, though. Fordyce and King Island is basically where that's tracking toward.
Yep.
Wow, that's a. There's another little area. I wonder what this. I didn't even look at this East Camden area. It's almost like a double supercell. Look at the velocities back over. Yeah, there's still some rotation even over here near Camden and East Camden as well.
Oh yeah, there is. I see it now.
Yeah.
97 on that. So double trouble. Wow, look at this here now.
Yep. And if you bring up the specific differential phrase, you can definitely see it on Camden.
133 miles per hour on that. Whew. And let's go back over to the. Oh yeah. Wow, it's like a little donut hole, man. Oh, did they? Yeah, it looks like they just issued a. They trimmed the warning. They trimmed that warning. That's interesting. Probably about to reissue that. That's a one to keep an eye on. Looks like, is this a new warning here? Southwest of Memphis, or is that the same one? Why is this not pulling up? Oh, that expired.
Let's see, 8:57. Yeah, this one was posted 2 minutes ago. Observe. The storm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warning. Yeah, so this is a reissue. It's an extension.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It did move to radar confirmed. So now we're looking at Warwick, Vandenberg, Spencer, Gibson, and Henderson counties. So tornado warning for those counties until 9:45 CDT. Pull up a side by side here again on that one. Yeah, let's play a loop here. seems like it goes in and out of phases with that one.
Yeah, it is kind of doing that a little bit. Let's see.
Standard here.
All right, so that tornado warning has dropped off. I'm really interested if they're going to end up having to issue a new one for the Memphis area, but they've got this one here
Well,
north of Memphis.
they also just issued a new tornado warning northeast of that one that we were
Yeah, I
just
was
looking
just
at.
noticing that. Yeah, this one up here
This
near
one-
Halls.
Yeah, tornado warning for Du Bois County. This is radar indicated. That's going to go until 10:30. Well, 10:30 EDT. So you're crossing time zones right around here.
Yep.
Yeah, that time zone line is right around where this line of thunderstorms are starting to cross now between
Goes
central
going
and
through
the eastern.
Indiana there, yeah. Once you get into Ohio, you're all in Eastern time. Wow, let's look at these. Let's come back down to southwestern Kentucky there, Dan, around the Paducah area with these 3 warnings. These are starting to look kind of interesting. This one over here near east of Mayfield. That one's got a good couplet on it.
Let's see, Mayfield. Let's switch it over.
Yeah, basically just southeast of Paducah. Not quite due south, but that elongated warning there in Kentucky. Yep. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. This radar site's picking it up better than the one that I was on before, so I had to flip over. That was some previous one.
Still just radar indicated,
Yeah.
but
You know you have a good train of storms when the where the weather reports are from a previous round that are still on there as new storms are moving in. But yeah,
seriously.
see anything on CC with that one? No, good size hill core with that one though.
Yeah, it's got well, it's only saying 3/4 inch, but it's got to be bigger than 3/4 inch.
Mine says 1.5 inch hail.
Oh, there it goes. Mine just updated.
Okay.
Yep. It's got a meso marker on it there. Yeah, it's gonna come up there once again toward Benton area, southeast of Paducah.
Yeah, is this Benton's second tornado warning for the night?
Yeah. That one that's kind of not warned northeast of Benton. I don't know if you see that. If you kind of look northeast of Benton, there's a little bit of area of rotation. That one earlier was warned. That
Okay.
storm that's moved away now. And this one's kind of
Yeah, well, those are still under tornado warnings. I can see them, but they're still posted up there too.
Yeah. I know there's a whole little cluster here. Martin is getting a good little hailstorm there south as well. Still seeing some rotation on that. Wow, this one's starting to really develop. This Benton one. on the velocities. Look at that.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
That's gonna go. I think it's gonna go right into Benton.
Mm-hmm. I believe you're right. Maybe the north side of Benton, but yeah, right there. Yep.
Yeah. What are you seeing there, Steven? Still keeping an eye on some of that Arkansas
I
activity?
was actually looking at the same storm you were. That's why I said wow when I brought up the velocity. I went back and checked on that storm, that one that we were looking at south of Memphis.
Yeah, so Memphis is now under severe thunderstorm warning.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like they have been here for a minute. We were focused on the tornado warnings there for a while. In fact, their severe thunderstorm warning is set to expire here in 8 minutes. So these storms back here west of Memphis, though, weren't those tornado warned before? Did
They
those just
were.
allow to expire? Okay.
Yeah, I guess they canceled the tornado warnings that were gonna. I thought they were gonna extend up into Memphis.
All right. Well, I think those are the ones that I mentioned that they were those tornado warnings that were going to expire in 5 minutes. That must have been these storms, and they must have issued us CRs out in front of them while we were talking about some of the other storms. So. All right, so no current tornado threat here, at least nothing warned here for the Memphis area.
Yeah, Memphis is actually
Certainly,
looking okay. Surprisingly.
yeah, certainly busy around it, and those meso markers around it, but no tornado warnings as we speak for Memphis.
Yeah, there's
Near
two
Memphis.
TVSs on that tornado warning now, northeast of Memphis, though. Near, what is that, Friendship in Maury City, that tornado warning? Southwest of Martin.
Yeah, I see which one you're talking
It's
about.
got 2-inch hail on that storm.
Yeah. That'll wreck your night.
Yeah, that'll damage your windshield a little bit. Yeah, you can see that little inflow notch there on that, Dan.
You can. I'm actually focused on it right now.
Yep, I'm looking at it on your screen there.
Those storms aren't being too friendly to Friendship right now.
I'll draw a dog back on here. Yeah, you can see, leave your screen in there for just a second. You can kind of see this little inflow notch here on this. Can you zoom in a little bit more, Dan? Yeah, perfect. Right here. Coming in. And then you've got your area of rotation right there.
Oh.
Is that a new warning that just came in?
It is. I'm gonna have to zoom out though so I
Yeah,
can
you're
read the
good.
new text
I
on
cleared
it.
I was just drawing on it. I love my new little
Yeah,
draw
so they
tool that I
extended the
have.
tornado warning. Crockett, Weekly, Dyer, Gibson counties
Did you say
till
Crockett?
10 o'clock.
Like Davy Crockett?
Crockett, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Davy Crockett's been warned. Looks like this one's going to be radar indicated. Capable of producing a tornado located near Chestnut Bluff, 11 miles southeast of Dyersburg, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So this warning will go until 10 o'clock CUT. So, and that's exactly what we were looking at. That nice little
Yeah, it's looking
what do
really
you call that?
good.
Inflow band, or not band, but notch there.
Yep,
And you can see if you zoom in
really
real
close
real
on it.
close, then it's a little bit easier to pick up on velocity. Not
Yeah,
what I would say is a real good couplet, but that along with that inflow notch there, that's what they're looking at there. That's enough to prompt a warning.
for sure. Excellent analysis there, Dan.
Why, thank you, sir. Oh,
Yeah, look at that hail on that storm. Ooh.
the hail's big, but I want to go back full screen here and flip it over to CC.
Yeah, there's
And
right
maybe.
there. Yeah, right in that area, right. Just what town is that? Friendship. That's Friendship there.
Yeah. Yeah. So that would be our area of interest. I want to put it in motion here. Yeah. You could see
Yeah,
it.
and it's weekend
That
now
last
is the last scan, but yeah, there's something there briefly, probably, just on the.
previous
I
frame.
clipped Friendship.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hold on. Stand by.
Standing by.
Technical difficulties.
There we go.
I was trying to go back a frame here. Oh, I hit the wrong key. All right, so let's clear that box. Yeah. Right on that one, between this,
Yeah.
that frame right there shows it the best. If there's maybe that there.
Yeah, I mean that drops pretty good. And fairly isolated versus even like the next frame kind of gets lost a little bit.
Yeah.
New tornado warning on that Kings Island storm down there in southern Arkansas. Just issued a few minutes ago. That we were
Oh yeah, I see it.
looking at.
Yep, I got it.
Kind of hate the location of that storm. It's like, do I want to use
And
Jackson radar or do I want to use Little Rock radar? I guess I'll use Little Rock radar, and I'm kind of coming through the backside of the
I'm on
storm.
Little Rock, and it looks like it's just developing right behind it.
Yeah. No, it is.
another one for Kentucky. That one was just posted too.
Oh, yeah.
Still all in that same cluster that we've been looking at. They just extended it up further again here. So that's continuing to be a threat there. Yeah, at 9:12, just posted 2 minutes ago. Crittenden, Caldwell, Hopkins, Webster counties till 10 o'clock. Radar indicated.
And this thing's got a nasty couplet.
Which one is that?
That far southern one in south central Arkansas, and on that new warning, yeah, that storm. It's hard to see it on the velocity. It's kind of messy, but it's. You zoom in, you'll see it.
They just issued a flash flood warning for that entire area also.
Yeah, I see that. That flash
I
flood
believe it.
warning, goes for another 3 hours. So Between 2.5 and 3.5 inches of rain's already fallen. Additional amounts of 1 to 2.5 inches is possible in that area. Yeah, the flooding up here is fairly concerning. Already, a lot of these places have gotten 2 to 3 inches. That flash flood warning expires in 14 minutes. Just looking at a few of them. Man, Northwest Tennessee right now is kind of lighting up like a Christmas tree up here. 4 tornado warnings. That one's actually looking pretty good. This one here near Dresden.
I flipped to the Shreveport radar site for the southern one,
Yeah.
and I went to storm relative velocity,
Yeah, that's
and
pretty
you
good.
can pick up these a little bit better here.
Yeah, 'cause
using
you're on the southern
that product.
side of it.
Yeah.
I was noticing that as well, Dan. I was having a hard time trying to figure out which radar site I wanted to utilize for seeing that the best, because it was a little bit messy from Little Rock. But obviously from the Shreveport side, you're farther away, so the radar beam's higher up at that point, but still shows that
Yeah.
really, really strong mid-level rotation for sure from that distance. You know?
For as much activity as this part of the country sees,
I don't
they
know
could
why they don't
really
stick a
use
radar
another one
like-
in southern Arkansas.
They really need to stick a radar like in Greenville, you know, right halfway between Little Rock and Jackson. Like that would be like the perfect place to stick one.
Yeah, and southeast Oklahoma could use one too.
Yeah, Southeast Oklahoma could definitely use one as well. Kind of down near, I don't know, maybe like Durant, Oklahoma. Or,
Yeah, just, anywhere through
Hugo,
here,
Oklahoma,
Smithville.
or even Broken Bow.
Broken Bow.
Yeah,
Yep.
Broken Bow wouldn't be a bad spot. I love we go to analyzing where we need more radars.
That's right. Important. Gotta be able to see it. Up here. Check in on our friends in Memphis here. Yeah, just the SVR. Nothing tornado warned out here. What's the velocities? No. Nothing really there. Come up here. Got the Paducah one. Yeah, that one still looks good. That one still looks good. By Murray. Just west of Murray.
Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good too. That's got decent.
Oh wow, that is.
It's almost like just overwhelming the number of tornado warnings that we have with active tornadoes on the ground or likely
Yeah.
possibly on the ground. It's just, you spend 5 minutes on one and then there's another 2 that pop up,
Yeah.
up in Indiana
Yep.
or something like that, I'm going to be interested at the end of this if we do say a 24-hour period starting from, I don't know, 2 o'clock this afternoon to like 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, how many tornado warnings there will be in that time period?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So still have that observed
Tag on that.
up here. In fact, they just put on another one at 9:16. Oh, wait, no, I may have misspoke. I thought it said, well, it got tagged observed, but the text says radar confirmed. So that's a little misleading there. But, yeah, and then this text says tornado is on the ground. Take cover. No, no, now it does say observed. Tornado observed. So maybe it's possible it started as radar confirmed and now it's observed.
Possibly. Literally just in the last 3 hours, we've had over we've had 86 tornado warnings just in the last 3 hours.
Yeah,
I
it's trying to
just
keep up
checked.
with all of them. And here's another one for, this is a new tornado warning. This is going to be in Indiana, so Warwick and Spencer counties in Indiana.
Yeah, southern Indiana.
Radar indicated. That'll go until 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's looking pretty
CDC.
good. Now you're just getting these embedded supercells in this line.
Yeah. And those get hard to pick up.
Yep. Are you on KLVX radar site, Dan? I feel you can see it a little bit, pretty good from that
I was
site.
on KVWX, but I'll switch to that one.
Yeah, I felt like when I was looking at the velocities, I was able to see some of the velocities a little bit better on KLVX. See the couplets a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Right. You got that one on the east side there. What is that?
Right here.
Yep, right there. Yep.
And that one's not warned.
I know. Well, there is that little warning east of it. A little triangular warning for northern Orange County there in
Oh.
south central Indiana.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that warning. Yep.
Did it get warned? Oh no, it did get warned. There's
Yeah.
so many boxes, it's hard to keep track.
I know you're like, wait, which one's the warning for?
Yeah. Yeah, that has been.
That is a
Right.
very interestingly shaped warning, though. I will say that. It's like a perfect
Yeah.
little triangle.
It is.
It's like Palloy or whatever. You don't get included in the warning, but Orleans, you can be in that warning. It's like you would have think they would have
Yeah.
just warned the northern half of that county.
Yeah, it's like right angle triangle warning box. Not even a box. Warning triangle.
Respect the triangle. Respect it. Oh, we lost Steve.
Oh. All right.
I want to message Rob. See whatever.
Yeah, see if you can get him back on here with you, because I'm probably going to hop off here pretty soon just because of time.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave you hanging by yourself here if you can get one of those guys back here with you. But yeah, this one here, which one is this? I got Murray. right where all the, again, I can't tell if that's Illinois or if it's Kentucky now.
Dan,
But,
what channel we're in Team Hangout?
one in, coming into Murray, boy, that one looks really good.
Yeah, that does. That's
Well, it's got a considerable tag on it too. Oh, that one is the observed one. That's right. So confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Linville or 8 miles southwest of Murray, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour.
Whew. Trying to make sure I'm on the right storm.
Yeah, that's a PDF.
Yeah, I can see why. Let me flip back over.
Oh yeah, and there's your debris ball. I got the quad box open here.
Oh yeah, look at that. For sure. Holy cow. That is something else there. So confirmed tornado on the ground there with that storm.
Mm-hmm.
Where's it headed towards? Looks like it's going up towards
It's gonna go, I would say, just south of Hardin. So it's gonna split Murray and Hardin here, it looks like,
yeah.
my guess.
Yeah, it's gonna come really close to Murray. It's gonna come really
Yeah, I would say
close.
definitely closer to Murray than Hardin, really. That was just the next closest town to it. And Hardin is technically inside of the warning box, which is why I mentioned it. But yeah, I think if Murray is definitely an area of concern for sure. And it's moving quick, as they all are. The whole line is moving very fast.
What radar set are you coming off of on that?
This one is Paducah.
Okay, you are using Paducah. I wasn't sure if you were using Paducah or HPX. Phew, that's just crazy. That debris ball, man. Yeah,
Right on the
so
loop here.
that honestly might go. That might go right over Murray. In all honesty, now I'm looking at it a little bit closer. Yeah, so if you're in Murray, you got to be taking tornado precautions. Likely will pass South Park. I don't know if there's any other little towns up near there. Let me look at. Let's come over here. Yeah, that's Highway 641 there, north-south highway, coming here out of Murray.
All right. Well, with that, Joy, I think I'm going to have to leave you here.
All right, sir. Thanks for
Fine.
thanks for hopping in. Keep an eye
Yeah,
on this.
and anyone watching here, if you're anywhere near anywhere of these line of storms, make sure to have a way to get warnings tonight. As we talked about, many of these watches will go until, well, up to 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern, if you're up further towards the north. But even this line here is certainly going to continue well into the night here yet.
That it
Be
will.
mindful.
So yeah, make sure you got your weather radio or some way to receive warnings overnight, and just keep an ear out because these things they're moving so fast too. They're all moving at, some of them 65 miles per hour. So they're just in and out.
Yeah.
So thanks for
Yeah.
hopping in, Dan.
Oh, yeah, the one. Oh, you're welcome. Yep, sounds good. Everyone have a good evening. Joey, keep it up. You're doing great, as always. And I'll catch you all later.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, sir. So yeah, it's always great to get to have some of our team members here on the live streams with us, and we'll continue to keep an eye on this. We're looking at this storm here in coming into Murray again. Confirmed tornado on this particular storm. PDS observed tornado. Basically coming into Murray, this is going to come right across 641, and then eventually up here toward Shiloh, Faxon, Almo. Hico, Dexter, all these areas will be impacted by this particular storm. Not seeing a huge drop on that. Let me switch over, see if we can maybe see a little bit on weatherwise. You don't see the drop on the CC as much. There's a little bit right there on the 0.5. Yeah, so here's that CC drop that we're talking about. Just here, kind of on the southwest side of Murray. Basically gonna go right in here, come up here. Let me make this white so we can see that. So there's your correlation coefficient drop right in there. I'm gonna be heading up this direction here through Murray, 5 points. Van Cleve, eventually up here towards Shiloh and Faxon. Again, this is a confirmed tornado on the ground there on the southwest side of Murray that we are keeping very close eye on here as this line of storms continues to move through the area with these embedded supercell tornadoes that we have. And let's come back here down toward Memphis, looking okay right now. I do want to take another look at this warning here when it's come off the Shreveport radar. Oh yeah, this guy here is just really going. So again, radar indicator rotation on this one here in south central Arkansas. This is near Fordyce, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. It's going to come over here toward their Star City. I've been through Star City. I know exactly where this is. This is south of Pine Bluff. Likely going to come through maybe just north of Star City here. There's Gold. There's Pine Bluff up here. So this storm here is just pretty much an absolute beast of a storm there. Would not be surprised if there's eventually a confirmed tornado on that storm. Been watching this storm here really for the last 45 minutes to an hour on that. So that's our most southern storm. Let's come back up here to the Memphis area. Those storms going down the north side of Memphis, severe warned. That's kind of cool. I never realized this even had this. It's amazing. Storm tracks off here. Got a couple chasers still out here. It looks like Tyler Kurtz is out there. Yeah, he's seeing a good bit of a. Looks like he's getting some hail there. Out there in Trenton, Tennessee. Yeah, he's getting a little hailstorm, looks like. All right, let's come back up here to our Murray tornado. New tornado warning here, just issued. This is for southern Davies County, northern Muhlenberg County, McLean County, northeastern Hopkins County, central Webster County. They're in Kentucky. This goes till 10:15 p.m. This is radar indicated rotation on that storm. And looking in on this here, this is near Madisonville. Let's flip over to our velocity. No tornado warning just issued on this storm here. I think it's hard to hit which box it is. Yeah, this is tornado warning remains in effect till 10 p.m. for Hopkins and southeastern Webster counties. Radar indicator rotation on that storm as well. So yeah, we're seeing these different areas here of the rotation here, kind of just on the south side of Madisonville, and then over here toward Nebo, we're seeing that as well. This is all coming up here toward Interstate 69. And then we've got this strong, pretty strong rotation here near Hobson, north of Interstate 24. And then here is this storm as well. Likely, I don't know if this is radar indicator rotation. I'm kind of surprised that's not confirmed. Yeah, here we go. There's a weather spotters confirmed tornado on this one. There's that Murray storm. Yeah. We're going to switch. Let's switch to Paducah. There's just so many tornado warnings tonight. It's just really hard keeping up with all this. Yeah, it's up near Shiloh and Hiko area. Let's put this in motion real quick. Oh, let me change that. I want 100 scans. Let's go like 15 scans. Yeah, this is just insane. The amount of tornado warnings. I'm actually temporarily, just to kind of help us out, I am going to turn off the severe thunderstorm warnings so I can focus on just these tornado warnings, just because we have so many of them. Not that severe thunderstorm warnings are not important. They definitely are. We have a lot of damaging winds, but we just have an insane number of tornado warnings, as you can see. Whole line moving through. Paris, Tennessee, Clarksville. Yeah, this is just a mess. Absolute mess of a storm system here. Now let's flip back over to radar scope. I'm just feeling more radar scope tonight. This is a cluster of tornado warning. I mean, we've got, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 active tornado warnings right now in Tennessee, Kentucky, and Indiana. 16. There's this one up here near southeast of Indianapolis. Whoa, I didn't even see that one. Let's take a look at this. This one looks like it's probably about to expire. Yeah, that one's about to expire. 18 minutes. So this is near Greenwood, radar indicator rotation. Radar indicated, I think. Okay, here we go. This is, yeah. So this is the one here near Murray. This one again is PDS tornado warning. Tornado warning remains in effect till 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time for northwestern Callaway, southeastern Marshall, and west central Trigg counties. 9:32 p.m. Confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located over Murray, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. It's a particularly dangerous situation. So yeah, this is probably actually right in here now. Let's flip this over to our velocities. Yes. So it's now northeast of Murray here. Coming in east of Hardin at this time. If we have any, so we have that one, and then we have this observed tornado on this. So we have two different tornadoes here. This one here, 9:37. See, that was just a few minutes ago. Confirmed tornado. Weather spotters confirmed tornado. This will be land between the lakes in Turkey Bay, Gold Pond, Visitor Center, Campground. Right now, 9:4 here in 2 minutes. 9:45, so you got 2 minutes if you're at that campground. Canton Energy Lake Campground, 9:50. And then Cadiz around 9:55. Again, this is a confirmed tornado, folks, in this area. That is coming here into portions of western Kentucky here, near northeast of Murray now, coming up toward the Cadiz area. So here is our tornado, and it's basically traveling right up this way here off to the northeast. We also have this other area of rotation right here that we're keeping an eye on. That's traveling off to the northeast. And then we have a third area. So there's really 3 different areas, actually 4 different areas of rotation in this whole line. So when you look at the velocity, then we flip it back to reflectivity, we can see a lot of these different areas are rain wraps. So you're not going to see it approaching your area. So that's why it's so critical for you, if you live in these areas, to take these tornado warnings seriously, get to the lowest floor of a sturdy building, interior room, away from windows and doors. Have something to protect your head with. Make sure you protect your pets. Protect people first. But these storms are really moving at, 60, 65 miles per hour, and we've got multiple of them. Really, there's just 3 definitive circulations right now that we're keeping an eye on here in these areas in western Kentucky. So this here, yeah, this one here, new scan just came in on all this. This is going to come just south of Dawson Springs. This is southeast of Princeton. We have this tornado likely on the ground with that. I want to look at the correlation coefficient. Not seeing anything on CC quite yet, but we are seeing a little bit of a donut opening in the reflectivity, which is definitely interesting. So we've got this likely tornado going on there. And then we have another circulation behind it right here. We have actually 3 circulations. 1, 2, and 3. So 3 different areas here on this line. And again, this whole area is, the warning is observed. New warning just came out for this. So they put a radar indicated tag on. I'm kind of surprised. Just looking at it, just looks like. I mean, there's definitely significant rotation with this right now. So. And also new tornado warning up here. This is over here on this, near English Birdseye. Yeah, there's some rotation within here, so they're just going to put a warning out. See a little bit of a area kind of in there. This is going to come up here toward Palloy, in that area, Livonia. So this is a tornado warning that was issued a little bit ago. Radar indicator rotation. Let's see if we have. But still, this one here, PDS tornado. This is for Davies, Hopkins, McLean, Muhlenberg, and Webster counties in Kentucky. This is a observed tornado, folks. Observed tornado. Basically going through Hanson area, Slaughters. This is going to be coming up here toward Calhoun, eventually up here toward Masonville. Again, this is a PDS tornado warning that we have for this area. So this whole section here, I mean, really this whole section is all in some of the most favorable environment that we've seen this evening with this system here now in western Kentucky. So just a lot to be keeping up with here. So that's one, and then this one here is yeah, this is that far southern one that we were looking at. That's observed. So we've got that. And then where's our other? Did that warning expire? Or they dropped I think they just changed it to a radar indicated. So yeah, this is now our only warning still with an observed tag on it. But this one here, yeah, they changed that to radar indicated. Tornado warning remains in effect till 10:15. Northwestern Muhlenberg, McLean, northeastern Hopkins. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado moving northeast at 55. This storm, again, it does have that history of producing tornadoes, so treat this as if there may not be a tornado on the ground at the moment here south of Slaughters, but this one definitely could put another tornado down at any moment. That's why you always treat these tornado warnings as if there is a tornado on the ground, especially when a particular storm has a history of producing tornadoes. You've got to be taking these seriously because they can spin up at any given moment. So, but it's going to be a long night for these areas. We're approaching the 11 o'clock hour Eastern time here. We've been rolling here live for about 2.5 hours this evening. So I do appreciate everyone that has tuned in to our live stream this evening and joined us as we've been tracking all these tornado warnings this evening. It's just been absolutely unreal what we've seen tonight, and I'm sure the damage video and things that we'll wake up to in the morning is going to be heartbreaking for these areas. So prayers definitely going out to folks that have been affected by these tornadoes. And you know, I guess I just want to say, when we're tracking these different warnings, especially as we have, you know, say 15, 20 different tornado warnings at any given moment, it is, as meteorologists and storm chasers, you really try and prioritize the ones that are observed, because we want to get those folks. We know that there's an active tornado. Not that the other radar indicated warnings aren't important. They absolutely are, and that's why I like to stress that if you have a tornado warning, treat it as if there's a tornado basically approaching your area at any given minute. Seek that safe, that shelter. Make sure that when you do that as well, that you have the supplies that you need. Take those weather radios with you. They're portable. Make sure that you got batteries in them. So if you got it plugged into the wall, you can unplug and have those batteries in it so you can still be aware of any updates that they put out on those tornado warnings, because NWS does put out updates, and they may change it from a observed tornado to now just radar indicator rotation. So that's always important. Also, folks in these areas, you know, make sure that you have a plan of what to do after the severe weather moves through and the weather has cleared, as far as like assessing damage. If you sustain damage to your house, and it's say maybe not inhabitable, have a friend's house that you can go spend the night at, different things like that. So this is why it's so important to have the severe weather plan in place. And folks, if you're watching this later on down the road, go ahead and spend some time, get with your family, sit down together, and come up with a plan as to what you're going to do if a tornado is approaching your area and you're the one that is having these different tornadoes going through. So, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here this evening. We've been live again for about almost 3 hours this evening, so it's been a long night. We'll continue to post updates. I'm sure we'll be doing another stream tomorrow. Be sure to check out some of the other streams. I know Ryan Hall, Max Velocity, I'm sure they're still going, but again, I do appreciate you guys tuning into our stream this evening, and we'll catch you guys on the next live stream. Stay safe out there and experience the extreme with all of us here at Extreme Weather Videos. Have a safe evening, and we will be back tomorrow with another live stream.